So, the moment that we've all been waiting for has been building up ever since it came out. Unico Williams' thoughts on the Lizzo situation. All right. So, recap of what's going on. If you haven't heard, you got to be living under a rock. But I appreciate you tuning in and watching me. But if you haven't heard, the artist known as Lizzo, we had apparently some ex dancers spoke out about uh, what I want to say hostile work environment, sexual misconduct, stuff like that. These are allegations that were brought up by ex dancers and the leader of the dancers. I don't know, dance captain, if you will. They Lizzo. Lizzo is a public figure that plays the flute and raps, and I believe she can sing. I haven't listened to a full song of her. I'm going to be honest. I have not listened to a full Lizzo song. It's just something that has not happened. And let's see. So, but she's all about like body positivity and all this stuff. But let's talk about the allegations. This is alleged. We know it is going to court. It's alleged. But these former dancers for shout out to my homies at ABC News for shortening this up for me. But apparently, former dancers for the Grammy Award-winning singer Lizzo are speaking out after filing a lawsuit against the pop star over an alleged hostile workplace environment they claim was caused by harassment, discrimination, and weight shaming. So one of the dancers said, "I know it's alarming to hear that Lizzo, a plus-size woman who preaches body positivity, would be fat phobic, essentially. But I want to challenge people to understand that hurt people hurt people." I'm going to get into that. I want y'all to know I'm going to get into that very soon. Um, so the complaint was filed Tuesday in Los Angeles County Superior Court, as well as her production company, Big Girl, GRRL, Big Touring, BGBT, if you will. Says sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, and false imprisonment. I mean, that's a lot going on there that they are alleging happened. She said, one of the dancers said, "Our jobs are always being threatened. I personally never had job security in this whole entire time." Lizzo has denied the allegations, adding that the accusations are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour is inappropriate and unprofessional. And she said, "I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I'm not." She later continued addressing the weight shaming. "I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight." So, what the allegations are this, man? Damn reading this shit because it's time to get ready. So, what was happening with Lizzo? Essentially, the allegations, I can't say it enough. I wasn't there. If I was there, I would say, "Yo, she did it." But I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to report the news and react. All right. So they say they went to Amsterdam and they went to some club in Amsterdam in a red light district that had the theme is bananas. And apparently the performers protrude bananas from their nether regions and do things. And she allegedly made them partake in that. All right, that's one thing. Partake in something that people didn't feel comfortable often made them touch the breast of some of these dancers. Also, there's allegations that she used to make them pray and do Christian stuff, and so that happened allegedly. And then what else happened? They said that a woman with a disability where she can't, like, in the moment she can't really react if she's in a meeting. She records these meetings in an effort to go back when she's in a good state of mind to listen to it, and then she comes back with an answer. So they allegedly accused her of recording and all that stuff, and they made her stay in the room allegedly, took her cell phone, and made sure that the recording was deleted and she couldn't leave allegedly. Apparently she was super duper sexual. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to get into that. But the next step in the parade is that she was making folk pray, even despite their religion. She was making folk pray, Christian, or you'll be fired. And the icing on this cake is they drag racing. The icing on this cake is she told somebody they was getting too big. She told somebody that they was getting overweight. Allegedly, she said that. That's what they're trying to say. She said, "I'm crossing his leg," because when I cross his leg, I mean business. All of this is allegedly what I'm about to say. This is um hypothetically if she did this allegedly, but hypothetical, these are my thoughts. Look, Lizzo, you big bitch. You ain't had no problem, you ain't had no business going up there and saying no shit like that. And telling and talking to them girls that way. Your whole theme was body positivity. Let me tell you about my experience with bigger women. As this is not to say this is what happens. This is not how all bigger women are. This is completely based off of my experience. Bigger girls tend to be bullies. Why do I say that? Now, again, I'm touching on a lot of different things. I'm going to touch on, I'm touching on my experience. So let's talk about the alleged bullying, the threatening, and all that stuff. Let's start there. I've known the bigger girls to be bullies. Why are they bullies? Because they get bullied. People do body shame them. People feel like the word fat and obese are like saying the N-word. Can't do it. Phobia. They're saying it's a phobia now. You're being fat phobic. I don't think anybody was scared of phobia means fear of. But anyway, they coined the term fat phobic. Um, in my experience in my life, I've noticed that they tend to be bullies because they have to defend themselves. Look, you skinny bitches ain't gonna keep talking shit about my weight. In group settings, I've seen uh, they got the cute friend and whatnot. She might be cute. Homegirl might be cute too. I'm here for it. Homegirl might be a bigger girl, but she might be cute. Trust me. A couple with the pretty ass. But when things ain't going right, they tend to snap. Now, again, my experience. This is not everybody that's overweight. I'm just saying, in those situations, sometimes there's a jealousy. Why ain't they talking to me? Why ain't they doing that? And then start bullying the girls that's getting the attention. I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen for years. And I've seen multiple people of that type. It's happened. I've seen, I've just seen, I've seen chicks get beat up by bigger women because of these things, like jealousy or people messing with them too much. I've seen dudes get beat up by the big girl. And listen, we here to talk as human beings. A big girl is a big girl, period. Like, I don't want to hear the proper thing to say. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. That's not what I'm here. I'm just talking about because I can talk to you about my experiences being black. I'm talking about the experiences I've seen bigger women and how they react to things and stuff like that. To how some, the ones I've seen. But everybody flocks to them. They cause lest they get they ass beat. So that's my experience with. So what I can say is this. So now Lizzo, sit in here and sit down, lay down. Um, in my experience, I've seen a lot of. Listen, Lizzo is a bigger woman. She got her chance and her opportunity, and she took it. She made a lot of money, and she got the power. She got the notoriety. She got everything that anybody could ever want. She got what everybody always wanted: respect, people to love and endure and enjoy her for who she is. All of that, she received that. But see, it's like I tell y'all about these streamers nowadays that's making all this money and doing this, that, and the third. Some people don't know how to handle it once they get it. You feel me? Like a lot of streamers, they were quote unquote nerds. I'm a nerd, but I just so happen to be handsome and know my way around the conversation. I social. But a lot of these people, such as streamers, they get themselves in a situation and they don't know how to handle it because they have never been treated that way until they got uh a certain level. You know what I mean? Once they got to a certain social status, a certain status. Let's go with that. They don't know what to do because they don't have very much social real interaction. So, like with bigger people, bigger women, I'm going to say, I'm just going with that because I can talk about bigger dudes if you want to. It might their options. Hey, man, go be a lineman, man. Shut your fat ass up, shit like that. But for women, it's a whole different thing because I think it's more about the physical in a sense when it comes to guys and women and stuff like that, and or partners, whatever you want to call it. I'm just here to say people go through things and they get put into positions and there's still things that they haven't dealt with right now. Like me, for instance, my whole life, I would say that I have a spontaneity to me. I would say that. So if I were given millions of dollars right now, in my head right now, I'm like, yo, I'm just I don't spend money like that. So you'll see me be very frivolous if I have a lot of money. Like that's how I'm built. Whereas others who've never had money before and that's their dream and that's their goal, that's all they think about. That's their drive. That's not me. But there are people out there that are driven by those kind of things. But that's something you have to deal with. Now, for me, I guess my thing would be people can call me cheap. And then on the other side of things, somebody's driven by money. Like people can say, like, man, this person is just trying to prove that they are somebody using the element of money. I don't, I don't care to share wealth or anything like that. And I want to always appear like just a regular guy. Y'all might know how much maybe I'm worth at some point, but I'm never gonna act like I'm that. Where there's some people that be like, man, if I ever get this amount of money, yeah, I'm gonna show their ass. That's how a lot of people are. And so I believe that we find ourselves in this Lizzo situation. She fighting something, she fighting somebody. I believe it. And she's finally in control. And it's not, there might be some people that whisper and all that work for her and be like, man, shut your fat ass up. Might be some people that do that. But for the most part, she paying the bills. I gotta, I gotta do what she want me to do. Right on. So I hope these allegations aren't true. And then, bad on those people that are putting those allegations on her. But at the same time, if it is true, I'm not surprised because there's a history of people that have body image issues and things like that. tend to be bullies, tend to be very hypersexualized because they never were sexualized before. So tend to, what is that like? What is that like? Happens. There's some girls that we would call quote unquote skinny and they get like a little, little bulge or something. And they don't feel comfortable with themselves and they can tend to be mean or not want to be sexually active or they want to lose weight to feel sexy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just not surprised. If this is true, if these allegations are true, I'm not surprised. I'm not. I'm just not. So there you have it. Sounds like somebody and like that girl said, hurt people hurt people. And I think it's honest opinion. But she might just be hurt because I believe she overdoes it at points. That Laker game, I left my body and I no, you was wearing a thong. Front row seats at a Laker game. Had some couth. But that's where I'm at. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.